9, and 10, which will be the finals of the qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup 2026. Ghana would also be called to duty, and so the Black Stars will be playing 2 games. Our first game will be played in Morocco against Central African Republic. Thank you. Against Central African Republic, but we will not play it in their country, but it will be in Morocco because they do not have a facility sanctioned by CAF or FIFA for such competitions. That will be on Wednesday, the 8th of what? October. Then we will return to Ghana, and on Sunday, the 12th of October, we would have the final game against Comoros. It is our prayer that we will harness all the points available in these 2 games to put us clearly as the top of the group to qualify for the World Cup. We therefore need the support and the prayers of everybody, whether you love football or not, whether it's boxing that is yours or taekwondo or whatever. We need your prayers, we need your support at this moment for us to qualify for the World Cup. Like I did the last time for Game 7 and 8, following the directives from His Excellency the President, and which he followed when he addressed you, the nation, during his address of the state in Parliament, that he wants us to engender trust with the people we represent. And by doing so, we must be transparent, accountable, and open. Let people see what goes on in governance. He has asked that we make everything clear also. Before Game 7 and 8, I put out the budgets of our national team that was engaged in that exercise. I took you through the processes of how we came to the budget. The estimates will come from the FA that we have given our national teams to manage for us. The ministry will receive, the ministry will look at it, and the ministry with government office of the president will see what can be accepted and not accepted. And when the approval is given, the letter is written to finance to release monies to the ministry for us to spend. And those monies sit here and we spend on the team. I indicated clearly what the estimates were and what the approvals were during March the 7th and 8th, which passed, where we play against Chad and then also Mali here. Today, I'm also pleased to inform you that we have received the estimates for March the 9th and 10th. That is against Central African Republic in Morocco and against Comoros here in Ghana. I must thank the FA for reaching that consensus with us and presenting estimates that falls within the range of agreement that we had in our February 2025 meeting. So meaning that understanding is there. For those who misspoke when we did what we did, the FA itself have responded very positively to the implementation of the president's directives. And the estimates they submitted, truly speaking, no matter how sharp your knife is, it's difficult to find any meat to cut. They have submitted an estimate that is within acceptable range. And the ministry had no cause to add any comment whatsoever to what was presented, but to just sign a covering letter and to forward this to the office of the president for consideration. And I must commend the FA for responding to this and acting accordingly. The impress, for example, that office of the president had caused to cut the last time had now even been reduced below what was even approved the last time from the office of the president. So what it means that the impress is now 10,000 instead of even the 20,000 that was approved the last time, or the 60,000 that was estimated. So you can see clearly a clear departure from what it says that we had the last time and now, meaning that we all are responding to the issues as directed by His Excellency the President. Some other components that existed in the previous estimates did not find space in these current estimates. What it means is that the FA has also agreed that as part of their management responsibility and some of the other funds that are raised, they could easily take care of issues to do with fueling their buses to perform functions of moving players from their camp to the stadium or any other place to airport and what have you. So all these have been taken care of. The cost that we still have to pay for will include air tickets for the players who will be flying from their base to Morocco and stay there for some days and compete, and will fly from Morocco to Ghana, and from Ghana they will fly back to their base. We still have to pay for the air tickets. We also will have to pay for air tickets for our technical officials who are not here and will have to join the team, and even those who are in Ghana here will also have to fly from here to Morocco to partake in that game. We're going to pay for accommodation, and accommodation payment rates remain same. The 200 USD for single rooms and 250 for double rooms for the number of days that is so needed. The meals per day, it's also 80 USD. The per diem for the players is still the same, the 150, and the officials, the 200. Of course, training facilities that we use don't come free, as I told you the last time. So $1,000 is estimated for that expenditure. The bonus that we paid for players remains same as we have agreed and as the FA itself have agreed with the playing body. The bonus to the head coach remains same. The assistant coaches will remain same. The physiotherapists, doctors, and the analysts and all that remain same. The case officers, the masseur, the media, and all others remain same. And as I mentioned earlier, the incidental or impressed stroke medicals has dropped to 10,000 instead of the 60,000. We find no request for fuel whatsoever in this presentation. So the cost for the away game came to $733,000. But we convert it into cedis at the prevailing rate. Most of the expenditure there will be expended in cedis, except the away accommodation and the per diem that is paid the players whilst they are playing away, because that is meant for them to use there, and we don't spend cedis in Morocco. So you can only use dollars and change to either their currency and spend, or pay in USD. Again, for March Day 10, which is our final game against Comoros, and I know that everybody here and everyone listening to me, or who will hear you, the media, want us to pay back Comoros and beat them well for what it is that they did to us when we went there. So we must prepare very well for that. That also has room rate same. We don't have anything for flight tickets, because that already has been taken care of in the previous one. The ticket to Morocco, the tickets from Morocco here, and from here back to base has already been taken care of in the 733,000. So you look through all, and the items are same. What has been added here is that when you are hosting a game, you are responsible for the officiating officials. So their accommodation, their what they call indemnities, we have to, and looking for vehicles for them, and also vehicle for the visiting team. So that brought the total expenditure for our home game to $387,000. When you put this together, it comes to $1,120,000. That's 733 and $387,000. So I must say that this is fairly reasonable